Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to Bryar Rose. This is part 28, Knocks. I ride my Harley along Route 87. Bryar Rose cuddles up behind me. I won't lie, feeling her pressing against me is like a drug. Right now, my inner wolf is about as contented as he gets. I'm right there with him too. Bryar Rose and I left my apartment about an hour ago, so it's late morning now. I heave in a deep breath. Damn, I love the tang of clean air in my lungs. This is one of those summer days that makes New York the best place in the world. Bright sun, no wind, sky so blue. It hurts to look at it. Tall trees lining the road, the branches heavy with emerald leaves. Perfect day for a ride. Leaning slightly on my bike, I veer around a nasty dip in the asphalt. At this point, that's a reflex move. I drive this strip of highway so much, I've got a mental map of every pothole, slope, and uneven patch. Hell, I even noticed new roadkill. All in all, I've toured Route 87 thousands of times, but never with a girl on my bike. Turns out, Bryar's the exception to every rule. My smile widens. I haven't told Bryar yet, but we're going to Bear Mountain. The place is a kind of shifter preserve. In other words, it's a safe zone where folks who can't take the city get a run. Az gave me the land years ago. I've always let my shifter use it. Mostly it's wolves who stop by, though. And so long as they don't overhunt the wildlife and leave the tourists alone, I got no problems with them. A sinking feeling sets in my gut. That's all about to change. For years, the other wares have been pushing me to lead them, build some cabins on the mountainside. A real pack living experience. That's what they want. In the past, I've always told them to forget it. Hell, they were lucky I let them run my property. But now that they saved my ass for Jules, I might have to let them build a cabin or two. Of course, I would never actually live out here with them. Pack life is one long party, and that's not for me. Unless it involves killing Denari or hanging with Bry, I'm not interested. I shake my head. This is all Azizi's doing. For as long as I've known him, Az has wanted me to take my place as Alpha of Alphas. The old fart's been sitting around, waiting for an opportunity to lock me in. And the battle with Jules was his chance. He called in every nearby pack to help me out. Now I'm indebted to all of them. Oh well, something to worry about another day. I change lanes, which means tipping the bike. As we shift, Bry grips my arms more tightly. Nice. Truth be told, the move is quickly becoming my favourite part of riding with Bry. Hell, it might now be my favourite part of riding, period. I follow a familiar pattern of turn-offs that lead to ever thinner and more remote roadways. Soon, we reach an isolated stretch of forest divided by a thin path for my bike. We park in a small shed. Not much is here but a few tools for repairs, emergency stash of clothes. I let people use this too, as long as they put stuff back like they found it. Bry slips off the bike and looks around. She gives me a shy smile. This place smells like you. The shed. I keep my stuff here. No, everywhere. Ever since we got off the highway. A blush crawls up her cheeks. That's weird of me to say, right? Not at all. This is my territory. It should smell like me. So you do what? Pee on the bushes? Yeah, among other things. Bry's a lot to learn about shifter life. It will be fun to teach her. How much land do you have exactly? 5,000 acres, give or take. I own all of Bear Mountain pretty much. What happened to the bears? A buddy of mine kicked them out. Some guy who gave me the land. Azizi. How'd you know about him? Introduced himself at the fight with Jules. That smooth talker. I forgot he sniffed you out. Yeah, Azizi kicked out the werebears and gave me the land. He won't tell me any of the story, though. But that's classic. As for you... Now, the place still has the name, but it's pretty much Wolf Mountain. Shifters come here a lot. I slip my hands into the pockets of my jeans. Sometimes Being around Bry makes me feel like I'm 12 again. You want to go for a run? Oh, I didn't bring jogging shoes. She looks so wide-eyed and worried. I just want to kiss her again. But this isn't about making out. I brought Bry here so she could discover the nicer side of being in the Magicorum. I meant as wolves. Oh, she bites the bottom lip a little, and the urge to kiss her comes back even stronger. I'll need to turn wolf soon, or I won't be able to restrain myself. No, you're good. Before the fight with Jules, I didn't even feel your wolf before. My wolf begins chanting in my head. I knew, mate. I knew, mate. I knew, mate. I clear my throat. Correction. My inner wolf knew who you were right away, but I couldn't sense anything. Normally, I get the stuff right away. But you sense my wolf now? Yeah, constantly. Bry exhales a long breath. So, you want to run as wolves? That's right. I have to work hard not to show her how much I want this. If Bry wants to shift and run, that's great. But it should be her choice, first and foremost. Bry laces a hand behind her neck and looks away. Damn. I bet she's going to take a pass. Run with mate, run with mate. Crap. I should have never said that stuff out loud. Now my wolf is going to freak if we try to get back on the bike. At last, Bry turns to me again. Okay, I'll do it. I can't stop myself from grinning. Are you sure? Positive. She pulls at the neckline of her sweater. Do I have to take this off? Not if you don't want to. I've plenty of sweats and stuff in the shed. Changing into random clothes is a basic part of shift life. I have catches of stuff hidden all over the property. Good to know. She's trembling a little, but trying to look cool. Strong mate, says my inner wolf. I know. So how do we start? The last time I did this, it was pretty much instinct. I'm not really sure how to do it on demand. I can help there. I set my hand on your neck like this. I palm the soft skin on her nape. She shivers again, but I can smell a different scent on the air. She's excited too. Are you going to give me your alpha mojo? A little. I guide us closer until only a few inches separate our bodies. Now, look into my eyes. Our gazes lock, and I tap into my alpha power. A warm wave of magic rolls down my arm and into Bry. I keep my voice low and gentle. Come to me. Show me your wolf. A crackle of magic zooms across my skin as Bry's power answers mine. Her bones instantly start to snap and reform. Fur sprouts on her skin, claws appear on her hands and feet. Her wolf tears right through her clothes. Within a few seconds, she's transformed into the most beautiful white wolf I've ever seen. Her blue eyes lock with mine. That wasn't so bad. Thanks. I shake my head. I still can't believe that you can talk. She tilts her head. Doesn't everyone? No. It's a rare gift to talk in wolf form. Only wolves I know can do it were me and Az. I step back and soak in the beauty of her all-white fur, strong muscles, bright blue eyes. I shouldn't be surprised that you can, though. It's on the tip of my tongue to ask what happened with Jules again. That guy could totally talk in his wolf form, which is another sign of how powerful he was, but I shrug it off. That's a conversation for another day. It's enough for Bry to just have a good run as a wolf. We can worry about the rest later. I quickly shift into my wolf form. Normally, the change hurts like hell, but for some reason, the transformation doesn't pain me too much today. Maybe I'm just excited to run with my mate. We are pack animals, after all. I round on Bry. Seeing her animal through my wolf's vision is totally no experience. Every strand of fur, scent of sunshine, flicker of light in her eyes, they all become more intense. The desire to run and explore becomes almost overwhelming. I take a few steps backwards. Wolf Bry watches me with her bright blue gaze. Are you ready for a run? I ask. Just take a few steps, start off slowly, and, all of a sudden, Bryar leaps into the air and takes off like a flash in the woods. I watch her scamper away. She's unbelievable. Most wolves, well, they would freak out after their first change. A lot of them spend at least an hour sitting around and sniffing the grass. But with Bry, once again, every rule goes out the window. We find best mate, says my inner wolf. That's right, buddy. Mate has secrets, though. Even ones she doesn't know. For my wolf, that's some serious contemplative thought. I understand. That's all part of being mates, right? We'll figure it out. No rules, mate. Never, buddy. Bryce's scent is still strong, so I jump into the forest and take after a trail. Wolf a man, my heart has never felt so full. And that is the next chapter of our wonderful Bryar Rose. Thank you for listening to this episode, and many blessings. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to chapter 29 of Bryar Rose. I'm a wolf, and it's mind-blowingly awesome. I run through the woods, the soft earth tickling the pads on my feet. Tiny breezes caress my fur. All my senses feel crazy intense. The forest appears with incredible detail down to the last leaf, bug, and blade of grass. And the scents! There are so many. It's hard to keep track. I inhale the gamey waft of rabbit, lemony tang from dandelions, and the green smell of fresh soil. Another aroma enters into the mix as well. It's a mixture of sandalwood and musk. My pulse quickens. That's Nox. He's following me. Fresh energy pours into my muscles. Instincts urges me to run faster. Another wolf is here. Race, evade, leap. I rush faster through the trees, dodging one trunk after the next. Wolf Nox is getting closer. I fake a right turn, but veer left at the last second, and leap over a thin stream. A thud of sounds behind me as Nox follows my movements with ease. My combat training comes back to me. If evasive moves don't work, try to win with brute force. For me, that means all-out running. A grassy field opens to my right. I take off in that direction and run so hard my legs ache. The drumroll of Nox's paws grows fainter behind me. Triumph makes my body feel weightless. I am a wolf. I'm unstoppable. I risk a quick glance over my shoulder, and that's a big mistake. The movement slows me down enough that Nox closes the gap between us. His massive black body leaps into the air, and he tackles me onto the grass. We roll around for a while. Nox growls, but somehow I know it's a playful tone. He nips at my neck and slows his movements. I heave in a slow breath, and I just exist. What a moment. The sun warms my fur. Nox nuzzles against me. Green grass cradles us both. I don't know exactly how it happens, but the next thing I know, Nox and I have changed back into humans. Some part of me thinks I should be shocked, but I can't muster up the emotion. Being with Nox simply feels natural, whatever the form. Maybe it's something to do with being mates. We lay side by side, facing each other. Nox's ice blue eyes shine with a reverent glow as he gently brushes the air off my cheek. When he speaks, his voice is a gentle whisper. Do you want to change back into your wolf? Not yet. Good. His gaze stays locked with mine. Does this happen a lot? Nox let out a rumbling chuckle, changing into human form without consciously wishing it. Can't say whether that happened before. His blue eyes flare with golden light. I'm not complaining though. Me neither. I lean in closer until our lips meet. If I thought our first kiss was intense, it's nothing compared to this time. My inner wolf rouses. Mate. Her voice sounds rusty inside my head. Still, There's a fierceness and eloquence to her that I wouldn't expect. He's our mate. Before I can think of a reply, Knox breaks a kiss. Did I convince you? It takes me a moment to realise he asked me a question. Those kisses were so good they drained my mind of any rational thought. What did you say? Did I convince you? The knowing look in his ice blue eyes tells me that Knox realises exactly what his kisses do to me. You wanted both of us to act human. I brought you here to show you that embracing the Magicorum can become the greatest adventure of our lives. Knox brushes the backs of his fingers up my jawline. Did it work? All of a sudden, being this exposed doesn't feel so comfortable. I've loved running in my wolf form, but being a human is safer, you know. I know the rules there. I know who I am. Knox frowns. You know that pack of lies your auntie's fed you. There's no need for you to hide as a human. I mean that, Bry. You're the most beautiful and powerful person I know. My soul trembles at those words. Keep telling me that. One of these days, I might just believe it. You've got a deal. He cups my face in his hands. And there's something else I want you to know, too. We'll find that fountain and activate it. Together. I won't let the fact that I'm a warden stop us from having the choice of a full future together, if that's what you want. My inner wolf paces inside me. Of course we want cubs with him. Say that now. I close my eyes. Shut up. I'm trying to have a conversation. Is your wolf talking to you? I reopen my eyes. A blush eats my cheeks. Oops. Did I just say that out loud? Yeah. It's okay. Mine talks to me all the time. It's not something most wolves do, you know. Lucky us. He grins. I'd like to show you the view from my favourite mountain. You want to run there? I warn you though, it's pretty steep. I'd love to go. Changing back into our wolf forms only takes a matter of seconds. It hardly stings at all. I wonder if that's another side effect of changing beside my mate. But there's no time to hang around and wonder. Knox nudges me in the shoulder with his muzzle. He wants to run. And with every fibre of my soul, I want the same thing. We race back toward the trees. And here in the woods, with Knox at my side, a few thoughts keep echoing through my heart, drowning out years of hurtful words from my aunties. I am Magicorum. I am strong enough to face the future, whatever it holds. Together, Knox and I race toward the mountain top, and what could be a tough journey becomes all things simple and joyful. The end. And that, my friends, is the end of the complete story. Of course, the adventure does continue. It continues with Moonlight and Midtown. If you want me to continue this particular series, you can tell me. And I will do, but it will be non-monetized. But if you want to support me, you can become a member. It's just as easy as that. That supports me. So that would really help because I can't do them monetized, guys. But if you don't want me to carry on this particular set of stories and see where Alec and Elle go and where Bryar and Knox go, if you don't want that, then we can move on to some other stories. But I will leave a link in the description to the book Moonlight and Midtown, which is book 2. But again, if you do want me to carry on this particular story to find out where all the people end up, that's fine. But please note, they cannot be monetized. And I'll be reading them completely free of charge. So, yeah. Thank you for listening. And many blessings.